The only thing they lack is a reliable, hard engage. While as a team, yes, it is great at fighting. Caitlyn needs a few items to ramp up. Roccat, ooh, they're just going to use the ultimate.
They are indeed. Shook needs to get in, closer if he wants to get this first blood assist. The tongue lash comes down from Sparkle. That's a fantastic trap from Hiku. Ace in Foxy's hole for first blood.
And time again, Shook is involved in these first bloods. He does it once more. 6 out of his 7 games. He has been the reason as to why NIP have made this play, but it isn't just him. We have to emphasize Profit with the push. This has been coming for a while now. The movement from Hiku and Sprudle to the top side of the map, using the Tom Kent ultimate to make that quick rotation. Everything came together for NIP, and they're doing exactly what they needed to, shutting down, getting ahead over these split pushes, these solo laners that want to rely on an early lead, or at the very least going even until the 20-minute mark.
All right, first blood, first tower blood, and the Rift Herald secured by NIP momentarily. Roccat, they're not done yet. They're at least chunking down this inner turret in the bottom lane. And Hiku and Profit are able to respond. So there's the Herald dying. Take stock of the situation. It's NIP
to try and make stuff happen, which is why this is a great moment from Sprudle if they get this kill.
It is indeed 4 members chasing Foxy. It is just a matter of time, and he gets burned alive. Hashtag Profit, kill number 2 for NIP.
And this is exactly what you need to be doing. And let's try and make more fights happen around that.
All right, Rockat's trying to start a fight. Chain of corruption slowly spreading. Nagne gets caught up in front. That's a good flash taunt. And all of a sudden, NIP, they're looking for what did. He's able to walk away. Summoner spells blown left and right. Betsy takes down Nagne, the first kill for Roccat. Sparkle's grey health is keeping him alive as the teleport from Profit allows him to roast Pride Stalker. Look at the lunges coming out from Foxy. Grand challenge is completed, and he gets a kill. Roccat with the second. Shook waiting to leap over the wall, but it's a flash from Betsy onto Shook. Sanguine Pool goes down, he's not able to...
Going in the favor of Roccat and NIP, they have to be careful. The setup for that engagement is not as ideal as they would typically like with their comp.
Oh, Profit just gets dunked because what did the...
Just outside the pit.
Baron is going down fairly slowly. Foxy is not with the team yet. There we go. 5 members inside the pit. Teleport's being channeled by NIP. Here comes the heroic entrance as a root down. Massive knockup onto Roccat. The Baron is helping out with NIP. It's Pride Stalker, Smite Stalker that secures the buff as the fight ensues. Nagne's taken down. Roccat are wiping the ninjas. Spartle is running for his life, and Pride Stalker is just waiting for the autos. Hops across the wall. NIP are aced.
Roccat keep all 5 members
by an unstoppable force. What happens? Betsy's Banshee's Veil is popped. Shook gonna get the support of Nagne as the heroic entrance comes down. Stranglethorns knocks up NIP. What did is on a killing spree because of course he is. Just like water flows and the sky is blue, what did called it that Roccat will win. Pride Stalker runs down Profit. The challenge is completed and Nagne's drop. NIP's duo running for the hills.
Roccat are just too strong at this point for NIP to answer. They tried to go for the fight, but the difference in power is just too much as Roccat take their first inhibitor of the game.
Oh, not even a worry. 11 kills to 3. Even Stevens' early game and just a few team fights, a few decisions started the snowball. Roccat have taken their second inhibitor, and because the wave was set up earlier, this is just beautiful. Every single objective without a Baron, without an Elder. It's not even 30 minutes yet.
Very clean play overall from Roccat, doing what he can. But now NIP, they're going for a last-ditch Baron attempt.
Oh, but Betsy's already caught everyone. Jumps in with the Hemo Plague. Him and Fionn get the first kill. Sparkle's down. Nagne falls thereafter, and Roccat are just plucking NIP apart. Foxy's going to look to run down Hiku, or actually just says, screw that. The Nexus is the target.
They've taken all 3 inhibitors down. Roccat looking poised to continue NIP's lose streak.
That was a great sentence, Vedius. Hiku's taken down, and as Roccat look to continue NIP's lose streak, they need to do it by knocking over the Nexus turrets. The first one falls. There is no resistance. There is no stopping Roccat. And this is just such a great game. Roccat pull apart Ninjas in Pyjamas. It's the sound of golf claps. Oh, come on, guys. They're not done yet. Gonna go for a dive underneath the tower. The Nexus pops and Roccat take game number 1. Victor is something that we've seen a few times in the past.
Hey,
I had to ask.
Victor is not boring. He's just different.
You know what? It is a matter of taste, and I am unfair. Remember we talked about Shook's early game impact? He finds what did. Yonen's gonna get caught up, summoning his spells already blown. What did's gonna get chased under the tower. And that's bloody brilliant, that is.
That is absolutely fantastic for the bottom lane of NIP, as we now see Brightstalker come to the top lane.
Well, this time round, Shook not involved in first blood for his team. Wasn't necessary. Brightstalker should be able to run down Prophet. Flash away from Prophet, leaped forward by Brightstalker, and that's one of the earliest kills. But Nagne continues to be the focus. No flash, remember. Shockwave catches him. Brightstalker makes it look easy. Welcome to the early game. 2-0. Brightstalker and MIP, they're not done yet, grouping up top.
Really good gank in the middle lane, but let's see if NIP can make something happen in the top.
Chain of Corruption needs to connect, flash, and it does! Foxy gets rooted, gets burned down, gets knocked up, and Shook sends him to the fountain.
A lot of flashes were used and a lot of ultimates, but
the support.
They've got to read this, like, it has to feel wrong.
Well, Shook ends up into the Chain of Corruption. We doubted that for a moment, but that made it work. Teleport's also
not going in. And so you end up with this mishmash as Nagne
gets the heal and the flash to safety. Brightstalker looks for the isolated damage, tastes Nagne's fear. Equalizer not the greatest direction as Prophet is looking for a reply. 1 for 1, and the tower goes down in the exchange. First play to NIP on that one. Prophet finally killed at the back end. Kills are even, NIP get the tower.
It backtracks what we saw in game 1. Even though they lose the mid towers, we go for fighting mid.
They do indeed. Everything combos. Betsy's just dropped. But EQ's hitting all of those chains of... Actually, everybody in NIP. Teleport's coming in from Prophet. Remember, it's a Cogmore with Blade of the Ruined King. Roccat take down Baron. It's gift wrapped. NIP were simply not there. It's up the map. Now let's see what Foxy can do. Gonna hop over that siege minion. Don't think he's gonna escape that Braum passive. Goes Mega Gnar, gets a good stun. Boulder toss as well, a lot of damage coming out, but not quite so as level plays. Nagne as well. He's gonna get shut down, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade.
Out of Shook.
And we've got to go back to the discussion we had in the previous game. Cross-group play is coming up. Let's see how Roccat escaped the seismic shove. It's gonna be enough death sentence from Wadid, not finding his targets today. Was able to connect with Fnatic a little more consistently. Top lane inhibitor is down. Middle inhibitor is about to fall. NIP are running out of objectives to defend. Death sentence on Splyce not going to be enough. Well, Shook is down. That's a two-man play into the box. This could be the final fight. Yonen takes down the tower and is spitting living artillery after living artillery onto the NIP backline. Betsy, by the way, has still not fired that shockwave. All three inhibitors are down, and Roccat are on the verge of an undefeated week. Potentially a more difficult opponent.
Yeah.
And for Roccat, man, imagine if they take down Splyce as well. How interesting that could be. Sprytle just gets shot to pieces.
And just bear in mind, the reason why it's very exciting as a European fan too is because last split it was super one-sided. All of the top teams were beating everyone below them, and there was no real expectations for upsets up until Roccat suddenly went for that huge win streak. Now that we have this influx of Misfits, Splyce, Roccat all stepping up, it makes this cross-group play even more important.
More competition gives us better quality teams.
Yep.
More exciting games. Well, for this one, especially if you're a Roccat fan, Brightstalker's looking for one last engage. He's trying to solo out Nagne on the side. Betsy's going to get the final hit. Shook is stuck in between Roccat. Nexus turrets are falling. Equalizer finally gets fired, and Prophet is just doing what little he can. It's a triple kill for Betsy, looking for the quadra kill. He needs one more kill. Roccat are going to try, and it's stolen. Scumbag Yonen denies the penta as Roccat kill the ninjas.